Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Miaris TV, and I am back with another banger of a video. Let's go! Oh man, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Hey, give you guys a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause. Because as of today, we're at 1,500 subscribers, and it's all thanks to you guys. I appreciate you. We're on that road to 2,000 subscribers, and as you guys know, at the 2,000 subscriber mark, we're going to be doing that big giveaway. Well, it's not really a big giveaway, but it's a lot of stuff that I'm giving away for 5 of you guys. Have a chance to win. I am going to have that link in the description to that video. There's going to be a link in the description to the video of that giveaway announcement. Tells you what I'm giving away and also how to enter. Now, one of the last videos I posted, it was about the 6 pistols I regret the most, and you guys, yeah, I mean, it has a lot of views right now. Well, a lot of views to me. It's at about 5,000 views right now. It's a lot of views to me. Hell, I'm happy. I appreciate y'all for watching these things. I appreciate you guys for engaging in the comments. The ones that are roasting me, the ones that are, you know, giving my praises. Regardless, I enjoy all the interactions. But in that comment section, there was a lot of questions asking about how many pistols did you purchase. So in this video right here, we're just going to be going through all of the actual firearms that I picked up in 2025, and also YouTube. This video right here is just for educational purposes. I am not trying to sell, or I don't condone the modifications of any firearms. I'm just here showing the guns that I picked up in 2025, and I'm not selling. I'm not here to sell anything. And you know, just a quick disclaimer there for YouTube, because you know they sometimes put that foot on your neck there. But anyways, and also everything in this room right now is unloaded. There's no ammo anywhere in this room here right now. No ammo at all. You heard that, YouTube? You hear that in the back over there, YouTube? All right. So anyways, let's go on ahead and get right to it, guys. First, we have, yeah, let's just call this guy Freddy. This is Freddy Krueger right here, because you already know he in your dreams. I told you guys in that video where I posted my 6 biggest regrets that this thing had that nightmare of a trigger. I mean, I'm talking about, let's look at it. I don't think I did it any justice there, but look. All right, so there's the wall. Press it. Then it goes off. Did y'all hear that? Hold up, man. Hold up. I got my mic right here. So that's the wall right there. Y'all hear that? I don't know. Can y'all hear that? So we're at the wall. My goodness. There's crickets in there. There's crickets in there. But yeah, up first is that APX A1 carry. Atrocious trigger. I mean, it's not a bad looker though, but atrocious trigger though. Then we're going right into the Taurus GX4 right here. Taurus GX4. As you guys saw, I just did a video with all my bottom 6 and my top 6. So we're just gonna have fun with all of these guys. We're gonna have fun. But yeah, got this here, 2025, that Taurus GX4. Following that up, we have the Stoeger STR9C. Also was in that video of my 6 biggest regrets. Not because of the way it shoots, because I mean it has a decent trigger. Reset isn't too bad, decent trigger. It's just the mag availability and also the mag prices. They're about 40 beans for some mags. The 10 rounds, I don't know how much they are, but for the 12 rounds, 40 beans. This is the STR9SC. And then up next is the its bigger brother. This is the STR9C. On here we do have that FC Shoots on there with that SIG Romeo 0 and the top there, and this FC Shoots light is 15 beans. So get on Amazon if you guys are looking for like a cheap light that you can just throw on a gun that you don't really use too much, and it does give it a nice little profile. The buttons there are, you know, aren't the most tactile, but hey, 15 bucks is 15 bucks. But yeah, so this is the Stoeger STR9C. I don't think y'all seen this one over here, but y'all, I'm about to get roasted, y'all. I'm about to get roasted because y'all about to say, why was this my bottom 6? Y'all gonna say it. I just know it. I just know it. Here it goes. Beam! That High Point YC9. Yeah, I picked this guy up last year. I haven't really been to the range and shot this guy yet because I only want to shoot it suppressed and with a ridiculous optic on it. What do y'all think? Put that some big old ridiculous optic. I already got the Picatinny mount that goes right on this guy right here. We just waiting on the can and trying to decide what optic to put on there. What I might just pull up to the range with one of these bad boys, right? What do y'all think? What if I pull up to the range like this? I'll be like, hey, what are you shooting? Pull this guy out right. Anyways, that is the High Point. That's the High Point right there. YC9. All right. A fan favorite right here. We have that Glock 43 right there. A lot of you said that this thing was a killer deal. I'm not denying the killer deal, but guess what? This guy right here, when it's all said and done, is not going to be a killer deal anymore because it's going to be getting sent off to get milled for an RMSC. All right, and that's that Glock 43. We picked this guy up last year. Next, it's a 43 clone over here. It's a PSA Dagger Micro. This one right here has that C1 slide on there, so it does have that little compensator port on the slide right there, and it doesn't really do much. But yeah, on here I got the handle it grips. I have that Gideon Judge on there, and I really like it. Really like it. PSA Dagger Micro. All right, up next, keeping it going, we got that Taurus GX2. Like this guy over here. This light that's on here right now actually came with the SAR 9X, and I popped it on here, and it doesn't look too bad. What do you guys think? But yeah, I like the way this thing shoots. I like the way it fits in my hand, unlike that GX4. But maybe, who knows? Maybe this year we might get that GX4 carry. Y'all say the word, and if I catch a deal, in the cart. Chris gonna be calling me, hey Al, I have another one for you. You already know, but this is the Taurus GX2. All right, and one of my favorites, actually one of my top 6 of the year, we have that Hammerly. Yes, the Hammerly Arms Forge H122. This thing is nice. I mean, just look at it. If you guys are looking for a 22, this thing here, I got close to 1,000 rounds, if not more. Reliable. That's all I can say about this guy. Reliable. I haven't cleaned it at all. And it shoots nice, and it looks even better. Look at that. Man, that thing is nice. Yeah, Hammerly Arms, that Forge H122. All right, up next is another one that I picked up last year. And this is that Springfield XD9 Mod 3. This is a really nice gun, guys. I know you guys probably haven't seen it in the channel outside of, I think I did a few shorts with this guy. But this thing, really nice, shoots nice, has a nice little trigger. The reset is not as audible as I would like. But other than that, not bad. Like this guy. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on any one of these guns that you're going to be seeing today. All right, up next, I got slack for this guy right here, man. People were ready to just drive to my house. But it's the Canik Meta MC9. This one was in my bottom 6. It was in that video of my 6 biggest regrets on there. And guys, I love Caniks. I have tons of Caniks. Like, I mean, I have Caniks. I love Caniks, right? And nothing against the MC9. If this thing was the MC9L or the longer one, the longer slide, or the longer grip, I will be good. It's just the problem is I got these big meat beaters right here. Guys, look at this thing. Like, look how big my hands are. And look at this guy over here, okay? These hands just too big, man. They're just too big. That's all. No offense. I ain't mean to offend anybody. Didn't mean to offend anybody. On this guy, we do have that Olight PLX, that new offering from Olight. If you guys are interested in this guy here, I'm no shill. They did send this out for me to review. And they did provide me with the affiliate link, but I do like this light here. You can go from having it on this gun right here right now, and I can put it on any other full-size gun, pretty modular. Plus on top of that, you do have that that dual beam mode, so you can go from a flood to a spotlight with a click of a button. You can go from high to low. And you know, this thing right here packs a punch. Has up to 1200 lumens on that flood setting, that spotlight setting. You know, 900 lumens, 22,500 candelas on that spotlight setting. So I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, you can't go wrong. And look at the styling of that thing. You know, complements any gun you put it on it, but still not bad. All metal construction as well. But anyways, that's that Canik Meta MC9. Up next, another one that I picked up last year was the SAR 9X. The SAR 9X, really nice. This thing here, the Turkish, man, you know, the Turkish are just taking over. They're cloning everything. They're just cloning everything. But this thing's a nice shooting gun, nice feeling gun. And I mean, it's almost like this thing was molded for my hand almost. They did a good job. And it's packed with features. I mean, if you guys are looking for this, PSA is always running some great promotions on there. But like I said, YouTube, I'm not selling any guns. All right, up next is the Canik SFX Rival. I got this guy over here. You see, guys, I told you I like Caniks. I got this guy over here because they were like, if you want to get into competition, this is the gun you get here, and this is what your entry level. But yeah, so I ended up picking this guy up. Man, the trigger on this guy here, look at this thing. Look at the reset. So that's the reset right there, right? So you hit the wall and that thing just breaks. You just think about it and it breaks, and that resets even quicker. But yeah, this is the Canik SFX Rival. Picked this up last year. O-Sight, if you want to send your boy out some red dots to review, send them out. I ain't opposed to it. I love you guys. I love these things. Like I said, I have astigmatism, and that 32 MOA circle with that dot on there, I see that thing damn near perfect. I don't even know. But yeah, Canik Rival SFX, or SFX Rival. All right, up next, this one right here, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I completely have forgot I had this guy. The other day I was going out to the range when I actually shot the video with my top 6 versus my bottom 6. I ran into this guy, I almost forgot. I'm like, whose gun is this? Remembered is my gun. But yeah, the Springfield Echelon, another beauty of a gun. This thing has like one of the smoothest racks, almost like a 1911 like slide over there. I know I'm about to trigger a lot of you guys out there, but I'm not lying. This thing's like on ball bearings. Yeah, but really nice trigger as well. The only thing I don't like about this, the reset, you gotta be quiet to hear it. You heard that? That was the reset right there. Almost sounds like that, you know, like that, the prettiest girl in school. Like, this is probably how she will fart in a corner somewhere. It's probably how loud it'll sound. Yeah, but that's the only thing. But anyways, that's the Springfield Echelon. Up next, we got that Mac DS over here, baby. This was also my top 6 of the year. Love this thing here. This trigger right here is phenomenal. Trigger right there. Reset. Woo, so quick. But yeah, on there I put the handle it grips because the grip texture on it, I didn't really like it too much. I was thinking about doing like a Prodigy grip module, but there was too much involved. And saw the grip, the handle it grip had the little grip tape, and worked out pretty good. But anyways, that is my Mac DS. Up next, another one of my top 6s right here is that Ross Martin RM1C. Man, that trigger is nice. Reset is nice as well. Man, but one mistake I made on this thing, I did have a O-Sight X on here before, and I thought, man, it was too big. That it was just was looking like a big headed, you know, like when you see one of them people walking around, they got a big old head. You like, damn, he got a big old head. That's what this was looking. But then I put this Vitatu PMD 504. because of 704 Tactical posted a little deal, like Friday deal alert. Ended up picking up 2 of these, and that window, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see the dot. I mean, it doesn't do it justice, but to my eye, that dot is too big for the window. That's it. That's my only complaint about it. But anyways, this was one of my top 5 right here. Let me turn off that dot. All right, it's off. That Ross Martin RM1C. All right, up next, another one of my top 6s, boys. It was that CZ P10C. Whoo! With that big old port right there, man. Damn. I mean, I'd probably stick a finger in there, man. Damn. That's what, you know, like, hey, my bad. I done messed up. I did have consent, though. I did have consent. She said it was okay, right? Right? Yes. All right, you heard that. Consent. So, yeah, look at that. Big old chunky boy in there, man. Woo! Anyways, but yeah, top 6. Another one I picked up last year. CZ P10C. Ported for your boy. Flat shooter, too. All right, up next is another, listen. This right here was like, it was a big surprise for me because I got this thing thinking this is going to be like another, you know, just regular pistol. This thing right here was like number 7. That was how close it was to my top 6, and it probably would have been in my top 6 if I would have been shooting this thing more. But the recoil spring on this thing is so light. The trigger on this thing is light, but again, also just the reset. That's the only problem. How loud it is. But I mean, not too bad. But yeah, this is the TSA's PX9 Duty. And I mean, this thing here was like, it was a sleeper. It was a sleeper of 2025. It's really nice. This thing shoots phenomenal as well. All right, up next, another one of my top 6s over here, boys. And you already know. Woo! That Ruger RXM, man. And just like you tell your girl, just a tip. Because that's what's on it right now. Just a tip. Woo! Yeah, by Aim Surplus, man. Just a tip. It always starts off like that, right? Just a tip. I don't know if you guys see that port there. And then you give her the whole thing. You know what? You know what I'm saying, man? You know, just get your foot in the door. But anyways, that's that Ruger RXM. All right, up next right now, we got my PSA Dagger full size on there. I got the handle it grips on this guy. That big compensator over there from PSA. Really nice. Of course, that O-Sight X on there. Big old window. I mean, you can't miss with nothing like that. Like, this is, if this was a TV screen, this right here will be an IMAX screen right here with that dot, with that red dot on there. That's how big the window is, and I like it. But yeah, PSA Dagger. Up next is my Glock 19X. Yes. So I was thinking about passing on this guy, but you know, when you see something in your feed all the time, just in your feed, people posting, everybody just doing this right here, you know, that's all you're seeing, just the gun waving like this, and you're like, man, I really like that gun, and all those, like, just, that's all they doing. But anyways, we ended up picking this guy up over here, Mr. Peanut Butter right here. We got that Holosun PID and also that Holosun 507C X2 on there. Really like this thing, and I do have that Glock Performance trigger on there, and it is, woo! Oh man, it's butter. All right, and my absolute favorite, another one of my top 6, and this was my favorite out of the whole collection, is that SCT-17. I don't know if you guys remember, this started off as a Glock 17 build. I built out the Glock 17. I was happy with it. I did handle it, grips, everything. There's like a whole, that's like in the very beginning. I mean, I just started posting like two months ago, 2.5 months ago, something like that. But that was like my first series, and I posted out like 3 or 4 or 5 videos on that guy. But then I ended up going ahead and changing everything up with this SCT-17, and it just became a game changer with that Alpha Shooting Sport slide and that AIM surplus ported barrel. My goodness, whew! It ain't the flattest shooting, but it's the most fun shooting. Cause I ain't gonna lie. My flattest shooting right now is my Glock 19 because it has that Radiant Ramjet on there. But that Radiant Ramjet, man, failure to feeds. There's only one other gun I'm going to show you guys. It has more failure to feeds than that Radiant Ramjet. But I still like the Radiant Ramjet because that thing shoots phenomenal. Here's that gun right here that has had more. This thing has more failure to feeds than it has rounds down the barrel. You know why? Because I have yet to put a round down the barrel over here. Every time I try to feed a round in here, it just won't feed. So this is the SCT-19, but it's not the frame that's having the issues. This actual slide. I switched everything out, all the internals, swapped it out, took my dagger apart, put the dagger internals in there. Still the same thing. The barrel, same thing. Put a different slide on here, was fine. So it's something to do with these P80 slides. I mean, it looks nice too. Look at that slide. Man, I got this thing. I thought I was gonna have like the nicest SCT-19 on the internet. You know, like this is. I was. You know what I was going for? This guy over here. I was trying to build. If a Black Air Forces was a gun, that's what this was gonna be. Tell me this don't look like some Black Air Force. You see this gun come around. You know what I'm saying? You tuck your chain in, you know what I'm saying? You put everything in your pockets like Debo coming. Tell me I don't look like it, but man, this thing just, it don't shoot. If you guys, anybody in the comments that has any experience with this guy right here, let me know. If you guys had any issues, failure to feeds, because I really do want to take this guy out to the range. Maybe I'll take it out to the range and we'll just force it. We'll get some shots down and we'll see. Maybe that will fix it, but yeah, the SCT-19. All right, up next is another dagger. This is the dagger full size as well. Don't ask me why I got 2. There was like a deal on a lower, on a frame, or a deal on a slide. I ended up getting it, and then later on I got either the slide or the frame. I don't remember what it was, but I know that it was like a phenomenal deal on one of these. Anyways, on here, we do have that Siley Wolf there. That Wolf Zero, really nice red dot. Actually, this one right here, I had an issue. I had sent it out to Siley and they took care of me. Siley took care of Siley. You're a real one. This one was the one that the dot kept turning off on me. They warrantied it out. Everything was fine. But anyways, PSA dagger, full size. And the last dagger right here is a PSA dagger compact. So this is a 19 slide. 19 grip right here, but this one right here as well has that compensator from PSA on there as well. And this is a light. I caught a deal on this thing over here. This is a Monstrum Nitro RMR. This thing was a steal of a light. I have 2 of them. Between both of them, close to 1,000 rounds, no issues. And the price of this red dot right here, 50 beans. And I wish I would have got more of them. I would have just kept them, in the drawer somewhere for different budget builds and popped it on there. But anyways, this is the PSA dagger compact. Up next is one of my favorite. Like, when you got that kid that you gotta give him a little extra attention because it just was a little different from the rest of them, but. Yeah, so this is my Glock 45. If y'all remember, this one right here did have that glittery slide over here. It was done by a company called Glitter Guns, and it was called the Tactical, something like that. The CV Life Covert. I mean, I got this thing. The only thing I don't like about it is how high that this dot sits. So you can't really co-witness with any dots. Originally, I got this red dot for this guy right here. So that was supposed to be on this guy. But anyways, yeah, that is the Glock 45. that cow print Glock 45 there. All right. And last for my pistols is, yeah, I don't think y'all seen this one here, but this is the FN 509 Tactical. The reason I don't take this out to the range too often is because the trigger, I'm trying to figure out what trigger to get. And I also know that they have issues with the strikers. So I'm thinking about just going on ahead and upgrading a striker off rip. This thing here, maybe I have 300-400 rounds to it, 500 rounds, somewhere around that neighborhood. But I dry fired this thing a lot. I mean, when I'm not in the range, I'm just sitting over here and I just dry fire. So I dry fired the hell out of this guy when I first got it to try to smooth out the trigger. But it's just still, that trigger is just, it's just a heavy trigger. Not a bad reset. Just a heavy trigger. We're done with the pistols. Let's just go right to it. I picked up this G-Force Arms. This is the GF2P pump action shotgun. And I have this Solo Fish light here, which is pretty bright, for not bad for a $20 light, but it is pretty bright. And this guy's a long boy too, but for 100 beans, can't go wrong with it. Up next is the Rock Island TM22 Standard. This was one I recently got, and I got this one and also the Ruger 1022. And we did a little build on the Ruger 1022, and this one, oh, since you last seen it, I did get this little cheek rest right here through Deidre, I think is the name of the company. But yeah, so I guess they're the one that make it, and Rock Island Armory imports it. But anyways, yeah, so this is the Rock Island Armory's TM22 Standard. My Ruger 1022, or what's left on this thing, because I think from the original Ruger on here, only thing that's still original is the receiver. We switched out the stock. Oh, actually, I haven't switched out the trigger yet, but I did get this BX trigger. I'm just waiting to put it in. But yeah, when it's all said and done, the only thing that's going to be left is a receiver, and then there's already one on the way. I'm not going to lie, there's one on the way. So we're going to put the original Ruger back together, and we're going to have two Rugers. So anyways, on there we have that banner on here, and also we do have the CV Life bipods on there. And then we have this Shaw barrel over here. It's a bull barrel, and it is threaded, so you already know. This is the year of the suppressors. That's what they said. Yeah, but anyways, love this guy here. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos on this guy over here or on that TM22 Standard. Up next, we have my AR-10 right here. Ooh, sorry. Nose is itchy. We got my AR-10 right here. As you can see, recently we put this guy up against that Colt 901, that modular carbine, and it held up. Was it as nice as that Colt? Hell to the nah. But hey, I'm happy with this guy here. And as you guys remember, I got this little budget-friendly scope over here that I got for about 30 beans. We put that guy on there. And I really do like it. And so this right here has that PSA lower with that BCA upper. And I remember in that video, somebody commented asking, hey, I thought that you can't put a BCA on a PSA lower. And I believe I saw in one of the forums before I got this thing together, somebody had posted, I think the Gen 3 lowers work. I forget exactly with which BCA upper, but if you guys search in the Reddits, you'll find something there. Somebody did it before as well. Up next is my AR-15. This is an Aero Precision upper and a PSA lower. It does have the B5 Systems stock, the B5 grip over here. On here, I did put this G10, the GT10 by Siley on here. This used to be on my AR-22 pistol. But anyways, this is my AR-15. Picked this guy up last year. All right, up next is my AR-22 here. This is that RT tactical lower with that BCA 22 upper. On here, we do have this CV Life Jack Howe, I believe it is. This little Romeo 5 clone, as well as that Siley, also Romeo 5 clone. We do have that Kung Fu grip on here. Woo, wah, wah, wah. Anyways, we have this Strike Industries hand stop. And then we have this VL25 or this WL25 by Fiocchi. This thing's pretty bright and it has some pretty good features too. I mean, not bad for 30 beans or whatever it was I got it for. But anyways, enjoy shooting this thing. You guys remember I had some issues with the trigger. We went on ahead and put a metal mil spec trigger on this guy. So it's been running pretty good. AR-22. Up next is my other AR-22 pistol right here. This was that one, I think this right here, the video for this has the most views on my channel right here. I think it's somewhere up in the area of like 30,000 views. And I appreciate you guys on there. But the red dot did change on this thing. I do have that Romeo MSR on here. But other than that, outside of that, we do have a metal mil-spec trigger that we put on this guy. So now we're not freezing up anymore. Anyways, this is my AR-22 pistol. Up next is another one that has a video on the channel right here. And this is that BCA 300 Blackout upper with that RT polymer lower on there. On there, we do have this Spark AR solar. So it does have like a little solar at the top there. And we are going to be doing some changes to this guy. I got a longer handrail. This is an 8.5 inch barrel. The handrail that I got is an 8-inch handrail. So should give us more room on here to have an actual hand stop. Yeah. So be on the lookout for that video when it drops. Lastly, for my AR pistols is one of the last builds that you guys saw on the channel. It is my PSA build. It has an 11.5 upper with that PSA lower. Of course, we got that Kung Fu grip over here, that Tiger Claw up in the front. We do have that SBA 5 brace on there, and we have this awesome prism scope here by Primary Arms. This thing here has like the little Cyclops reticle, I think they call it. It's or maybe it's the SLX Cyclops. But on there it has like the little chevron with an etched reticle, so you can see it whether it's illuminated or not. Pretty nice. So if you don't really need backup flip up sights, because you have that etched reticle, that reticle permanently etched on that glass there. Really nice. I enjoy shooting this guy. I might get another type of prism scope like this, but anyways, this is that PSA 11.5 pistol. We're almost done here, boys. Oh, some just fell. All right. Up next is this Rossi RS22P. Really nice on here. Has that folding brace there from Strike Industries. It has this little bootleg RMR on there. Not too bad. We're going to change that thing out. And also you got that little threaded barrel. And you already know 2026 is the year of the suppressors. So you already know. Up next is the Foxtrot mic. No, I'm just kidding. But they did license this out to G-Force Arms. This is the G-Force jawbone here, but it's basically, essentially, it's a Foxtrot mic, upper and lower. They licensed it out to them, and they went and put their own branding on it and changed a few of the things out. But nonetheless, for the price point on this guy, it shoots phenomenal, and I can't recommend it enough. Anyways, and on there we got that Monstrum Nitro as well there with that Monstrum riser. Pretty nice. And that is my jawbone. All right. And last but not least, one of my favorite PCCs in the collection is that G-Force Blade. This guy is a heavy boy, but it does shoot nice. This thing is like a laser when you get going. Check out my shorts. I got a few shorts with this guy, and every single trigger pull, I'm hitting steel. And the steel is about, what, 7 by 12 is, you know, at 20 yards or 20 yards. So this thing's pretty spot on. And it does have that Gideon mediator on there. It doesn't even have a big window, but this thing is nice. I really do enjoy this optic right here. But anyways, boys, these are all the guns I picked up in 2025. People wanted to know. This video is a little long, so I'm gonna have to chop this thing up. It's gonna be looking crazy because right now it's showing 40 minutes. But anyways, that's it. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys want to see. And anyways, you know, we are approaching 2,000 subscribers. I think as of today, we're at 1,500 subscribers. I'd like to thank every last and one of you guys. I do appreciate you guys. I started YouTube last year, a few months ago. Here we are. And of course, you know, I am grateful for you guys. I do enjoy putting out the content, but like today, I did 13 hours of work. Right now is actually about to be 6 in the morning. And I'm shooting a video over here. I haven't even gone to sleep. So you already know what time it is. By the time I go to sleep, I'm gonna have a few hours of rest, and we're gonna have to be back out there on the road because, you know, these guns ain't free, and I need to work to go on ahead and fund this. These purchases of these firearms here. So, anyways, boys. Don't forget also, we are doing a giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. So I'm gonna put a link to that video in the description of this video. Go on ahead, click it. Tells you how to enter and also what I'm giving away. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.